Donald John Trump came into the world on June 14, 1946, into a family that already understood business, risk, and real estate. His father, Fred Trump, was a disciplined and highly successful builder who specialized in middle-class housing. His mother, Mary Ann McLeod Trump, brought a quieter but equally strong presence to the household. Donald was one of 5 children, growing up in a structured environment where expectations were clear. Work hard, think big, and never accept being average. From a young age, Trump was energetic, sometimes too energetic. Stories from his childhood describe a boy who was competitive, outspoken, and unwilling to be ignored. At the age of 13, his parents sent him to the New York Military Academy, not as punishment, but as a way to channel his intensity into discipline. There, something interesting happened. Instead of resisting authority, he thrived in it. He rose through the ranks, earned leadership roles, and began showing early signs of the confidence that would later define him. Even in those years, there were hints of what people don't often talk about. Trump had a strong awareness of image. He cared about presentation, reputation, and how others perceived him, traits that would later become central to his public persona. At the academy, he wasn't just trying to succeed, he was trying to stand out. After finishing school, he attended Fordham University for 2 years before transferring to the prestigious Wharton School. There, he studied economics, learning the formal side of business, but Trump has often suggested that his real education came from watching his father negotiate deals, manage properties, and handle tenants. When he graduated in 1968, he didn't start from nothing, something critics often point out, but he also didn't remain small. He joined his father's company, which he would later rename the Trump Organization, and began thinking beyond Queens and Brooklyn. His vision was different: Manhattan. At the time, Manhattan was both glamorous and risky. Crime rates were high and many investors were cautious. But Trump saw opportunity where others saw danger. One of his first major projects was the transformation of the Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt. This deal revealed something not widely understood. Trump was not just a builder, he was a negotiator who leveraged tax breaks, partnerships, and publicity to make projects possible. Publicity, in fact, became one of his greatest tools. Trump understood media instinctively. He called journalists, pitched stories about himself, and ensured his name appeared in newspapers. It wasn't accidental, it was strategy. He believed that visibility Trump reinvented himself again, this time as a television personality. The show The Apprentice introduced him to a new generation. His phrase, "You're fired," became iconic, and the show amplified his image as a decisive, powerful business leader. But behind the scenes, he was deeply involved in production decisions, shaping how he was portrayed. Then came the most unexpected chapter of his life: politics. In 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for president, under the banner of the Republican Party. At first, many dismissed him. He had no prior political office, and his style was unconventional, direct and often controversial. But that same style resonated with millions of voters who felt unheard by traditional politicians. His campaign was different. Rallies were energetic. Messaging was simple, and he used social media, especially Twitter, in a way no candidate had before. He spoke directly to the public, bypassing traditional media filters. In 2016, against many expectations, he defeated Hillary Clinton and became the 45th President of the United States. It was one of the most surprising political victories in modern history. His presidency was marked by strong opinions on all sides. Supporters praised his focus on economic growth, tax cuts, and deregulation. Critics challenged his rhetoric, policies, and leadership style. Major moments included tax reform, trade disputes, and handling of global issues. One often overlooked detail about Trump during his presidency is how much he valued loyalty, sometimes even more than experience. His administration saw frequent changes in staff, reflecting his demand for alignment with his vision. Then came 2020, a year defined by the global crisis of COVID-19. The pandemic tested governments worldwide, and Trump's response became a central issue in the election. That same year, he ran for re-election but lost to Joe Biden. After leaving office, Trump did not disappear from public life. Unlike many former presidents, he remained highly active, continuing to influence political discourse, hold rallies, and maintain a strong connection with his supporters. What many people don't fully realize is how consistent Trump's core traits have been throughout his life. From a young boy in Queens to a real estate mogul, to a TV personality, to the president, his confidence, desire for attention, and belief in his own instincts have remained constant. Another lesser-known aspect is his resilience to criticism. Trump has faced decades of scrutiny, from business practices to personal behavior. But he rarely changes course due to public pressure. Instead, he often doubles down, a strategy that both strengthens his base and intensifies opposition. Love him or criticize him, Donald Trump remains one of the most talked-about figures in modern history. His life is not a simple rise or fall. It's a continuous series of reinventions, risks, and comebacks. And perhaps that's the most important part of his story. He never stayed in one role for long. Each phase, student, businessman, celebrity, president, was not an endpoint, but a transition.